About a year and a half ago, I was looking for a church to join. I was looking for a church that had sound doctrine. I was looking for a church where the Bible was preached from the pulpit. And I was looking for a church where the church members had a zeal to see people saved, baptized, and added to the church. I was also looking for a church where the church members were welcoming to everyone and a church that was warm. I found that church at Midwest Bible Baptist Church. I love my church because I love my pastor. Pastor Hansen has an enthusiasm for everything he does in the ministry. He strives for excellence in all the programs, and he has a passion to spread the gospel. He's a man that loves God. I love him for his heart, and I'm thankful to be under his leadership.
As someone who grew up here, whose very first memory was in this building, I can honestly say that the greatest influence on my life have been the people here at Midwest. Genuine, kind, and faithful individuals who love the Lord and genuinely walk with Him. I think of the Earnhardts, the Lesmeister family, Miss Nelson, and Mrs. Broughton, and so many more that, whether it was through a smile, a kind word, or a listening ear, I always knew that they were there for me. I am so blessed to be a part of a church that genuinely cares for their young people. And now that I teach a class I was once a part of, I can only hope that I would be able to pass some of that along.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Slade, and I love my church because I was sitting one day and I was lost in sin, and I came to the realization that I need to find out and understand for myself that I need to come to the church and know how to be saved. And my experience was I came to the church and I got saved in pastor's office, and it helped me to understand. I love this church because of this discipleship program. It was very helpful for me, and I had the assistant pastor to come to my house and help me to understand that I was assured of my salvation and how I could understand that through the Bible that I can be saved.
I had the privilege of growing up in this church. I'm so thankful for the people that invested in me, and it's really neat to watch now some of those same faithful Christians are investing in my kids. For a couple of years, I got away from the Lord, and I left the church, and I'll forever be grateful for the people that prayed for me and loved me and then welcomed me back with open arms. A church like that is very priceless, and I'm so thankful that my family gets to be a part of it.
Much of my life is wrapped up in church. I am today where my dad and my mom took us, was at church. And that's where I want to take my kids. I want to see them grow up in church and my grandkids show up in church. And that's why I'm here today, is because of the church.
How the church has influenced me is I have learned to invest in the next generation. The folks of this church have been able to do that in my life, and now I got to learn from the very best, and now I get to use that and invest in the kids of the next generation. I have enjoyed being a part of the children's ministries here and being able to love on the kids and show them what God's love is really like, and they can see it through the church any day that they come.
Well, I've been in this church for quite a few years, over 40 years, and I've seen different patterns in the church and everything else, and it's always been good here. It's always been a good church to come to. Always had an outreach for children and an outreach for adults, and the soul winning here is great, and I love it because of that. And I've seen my kids have been saved here. They've been baptized here. They are in ministry also. And that means a great deal to me and a great deal to my wife. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful that that we're growing and that we have a new church here that's being built, and I'm thankful for that. And God has blessed us in so many ways that it's hard to explain, but it's just something here. It's the Holy Spirit here.
The church has influenced me with all the people that love the church. Like, the word love just comes to me. Like, with how people serve, when I see them going out soul winning, and how much people go soul winning. Like, it's just a bunch of love. Like, they don't even need to come, but they devote such time for it. That motivates me, and wanting to do just so much more, and knowing that throughout it all, I'm like making God proud, and like that he just loves what I'm doing. So like, just balancing that, what I love and what he loves, like, it's just such a blessing, and I'm very glad that I'm here.
The church has influenced me a lot in the way that it has changed myself, my siblings, and my family, as well as my community here in Rochester. I remember starting coming here and seeing the drastic changes that happen, especially with my family and the community as well, and how there's more of those changes still happen till this day. I will probably say that I wouldn't be here today without my church.
I love my church. I'm thankful for its influence in my life and in the life of my family. My husband and I joined this church 36 years ago and raised our family here of 5 children. And now we have the opportunity of seeing our grandchildren attend the same church. I'm so thankful that nothing has changed. The Bible is the same. We still have the same music standards and dress standards. Everything is the same in the church. There's been no changes. I love the friendships that I've built here and the genuine people of Midwest Bible Baptist Church.
I am so grateful for everything the church has done in my life, the lives of all of my friends. I know there's several ways that I'm grateful for Midwest Bible Baptist Church. I'd have to say, firstly, their investment in me as a person, granting me different opportunities to use my skills to cultivate them and then to grow them as well. I also know that the people of church have been so kind and gracious to me and my family as we've gone through some of the hardest trials of our lives. I never would have been able to be where I am today if it wasn't for the people of Midwest Bible Baptist Church.
I love my church because my pastor challenges me. When my family's been through hard times, they've comforted us. And when we've had victories in our life, they've celebrated with us. I personally have grown in my faith and my walk. And one of the ladies in this church, when I first started coming, when I was kind of crabby about it because my husband dragged me here, said, "Amy, you can make new friends." And she was right. I've made very good friends. Friends for life and friends for eternity. And I love the men of God, how they challenge my husband to be a better man, a better husband, a better father. How they challenge my son to be a godly young man, and he really looks up to them. And I love the women here, and just their example of what it is to be a godly wife, a good mom, and I really honestly can't think of any other place I'd rather be.